Hello, beautiful beings. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today is a day to focus lovingly on our livers, a little bit about the organ itself, but more about the energy of the liver. So springtime is a time to cleanse, to lighten, to clear. So some of those beautiful dark leafy greens that we see at the greengrocers are exactly what nature is giving us to give ourselves a little cleanse after winter food storage. So anybody who's putting on the COVID-19 extra pounds, you can consider that as well. But we're going to work a little bit with the energy of the liver and with clearing some of the parts in the body associated. So let's begin with a little bit of tapping. I'm going to slide my chair back just a little bit because we know that the liver is on the right-hand side. So this is my right side. You can put your hands on your right side and just say hello to your liver while you plant your feet, settle your hips and grow tall through the crown of the head, and smile. We want to smile and say hello to our liver, appreciating all of the hard work it does behind the scenes, purification of the blood, cleansing and transforming any toxins or difficult items we take in through breath, through liquid, through food, and even purifying some of our emotions. Anger is something that can get caught and held in the liver, and when we release any of those pent-up blockages, we comb through them, we smooth them out, we soften them, we can make room for kindness, compassion, and beautiful energies that we need more than ever right now. So hello liver, smiling to the liver, saying thank you to the liver, maybe even saying, oh, I'm sorry I haven't paid much attention to you. I'm going to change that. I'm here for you. I'm here to support you. And we're going to take some breathing, imagining that our breath is nourishing and massaging our liver organ. So inhale smoothly, deeply through the nose, right into the liver, feeling it getting filled and bathed. And exhale with the sound shh, shh. We're calming our nervous system, and we're also soothing the liver and letting it feel peaceful. Breathing in through the nose. And we're also deepening our breath in general, always good. One more time. And continue to breathe smoothly and deeply. We're going to slide one hand over. Now, our body only exists as a physical organ on the right side. It's a large organ under the rib cage, tucked in under the breathing diaphragm. From the big toes, we'll learn about that, up the insides of the thighs and up the sides of the rib cage, right under to that liver area. So the energy system or meridian is, put your hand left hand side to the right. Take a few breaths, filling the terminal area of the liver meridian. It starts between the big toes, that general area, and then comes up under the rib cage. So here we are, settling the breath. Start to stimulate the liver area with some gentle tapping. Just gentle tapping. You can use the fingertips, you can even use the cupped hands. Just tapping a little bit, don't go too hard. You're feeling, you're also diagnosing a little bit. You're sensing if there's a delicacy, a tenderness. And I'm going to stand up a little bit because we're going to tap down to the bottom of the belly area and up and down a few times, maybe even out to the sides. So you can do this in your chair. I just stood up to show you. And smiling. We always want to smile into our body, into our organs. And then just shake out through the hands. Sit quietly and breathe and just notice what you've created, what's happening. And now I'm going to introduce you to a point between the big toes that's very important for the liver. I'm just going to swing around and show you my foot. You don't have to do this, but we want to see the top of the foot. And I've got a little, I'm going to come closer, got a little indicator. So this area here between the big toe coming down, you can feel a groove between the two metatarsal bones. It's where you'd wear that thonged sandal. So that area, like I said, you don't have to stick your foot up in the air, but I'm going to move back and show you a couple of possibilities. One is you can put one of your feet up on the chair, and then that point is much easier for you to find. And you can just rub a thumb or a knuckle gently up and down there. We're going to do both sides. Now the other way you can do it is you can also use your lovely built-in heel, and you can use one heel to gently massage that spot on the other foot. And while we do any version of this massaging, we want to sit tall and calm. We want to breathe smoothly, and we want to imagine lovely energy being freed and in the area, and also nourishing, replenishing and nourishing. Okay. If you haven't already switched, take a moment before you switch and just see what that feels like. Sense. Notice if you feel more connected. Maybe you have some sensation. And now let's, with a fresh mind, do the other side. And just gently massaging while sitting tall, breathing smoothly, smiling. So this now we're working on the meridian, the energy channel that is associated with the subtle energy of the liver. Okay. And then take a little break and just notice how that feels. Continue breathing smoothly. And we're going to stand up in a moment, but I'm going to put my chair away and I'm going to readjust my camera a little bit. So while you're standing up, that's what I'm doing. And please find a spot where you're nice and comfortable and can plant your feet. And liver is also associated with the wood element. So springtime, things are growing, that sense of energy coming up from the earth, rising through us to help us grow, create green shoots. So let's work a little bit with this energy. We're going to cup our hands just gently in front of the low belly. And stand tall. Remember, the head is suspended. You're like a plant. We're plants. We need food. We need nutrients, minerals, good soil, water, sunshine, air. A loving gardener. So we're becoming the loving gardeners of ourselves. So on the next inhalation, we're going to raise the energy up past the liver through the heart area as we spin our hands, and we start to press the palms up to the sky, really stretching. The fingertips are facing in. And as we exhale, the palms start to slowly spin. And we can bend over a little bit. Palms are facing up, and we're acknowledging the earth. On the inhalation, we're bringing those nutrients up and through. Palms face up, big stretch. And exhalation, we're gently going down to the ground. So we're merging the yin and the yang energies. The sky represents the yang energy, and the earth represents the yin energy. And we're opening all the channels in our body so that we can feel the sky and the earth blessings moving through our bodies. Let's do that one more time. Reaching up nice and tall and holding the sky and stretching, and maybe just a gentle wave. You're a plant in a soft breeze. Nothing is locked. You're swaying. You're letting things open up. And then on an inhalation, take beautiful energy from the sky And exhale, palms turn to face the top of the head, and the beautiful rain is coming down, or the sunshine is coming through you and going right down into the roots. Now there are also channels in the inner thighs. We're going to take a little pause from that movement. We'll come back to it. And take the feet open, wide-ish for you. Maybe you want the toes turning out. And we're going to shift the hips. You want to get some kind of feeling of a stretch sensation on your inner thighs. So again, you might have your feet further apart. They might be closer. But also opening the knees a little bit. So directing the thighs open. I'll turn sideways so you can see we're sending the thighs out. I know a lot of people talk about knees over the toes, but if you just direct the knee, you miss the power of the thigh. So think about the thigh bone being like an arrow that sends energy out, and then you're going to know exactly where the hips need to be. Okay, pause on one side. And just lean out in that direction. Take the top arm over. It's like a sloppy warrior, but it's not sloppy. It's just gentle. It's just looking for the essence. You want to feel a stretch and take a couple breaths. And then let that arm pour down. Slide over to the other side. And reach the arm over. Just take a couple of nice breaths. Take your time. This is all relaxed. And then coming back. And with both knees open, and your toes can be turned further forward. Again, we're not forcing anything. Nothing is being forced. We're inviting an openness, and lean on the thighs, slightly pressing out. And then just twist a little bit. One shoulder comes down on the exhale, come up on the inhale. Exhale, twist the other way. And you're listening inside for any little bit of sensation on the inner thighs, waking up those channels. And then that's enough. We'll bring the toes in, then the heels in, the toes in. You can do a little Charleston here just for fun. And then shake that out. So hopefully all your knees feel okay, but you feel a little bit awake through this area. Now we're going to do a final stretch, doing the channels that come up the sides of the body a little bit more, and it's a variation on the earlier movement that we did, holding up the sky and kissing the earth. So what we're going to do from here is one arm is going to go up while the other goes down, same position. So let's just do one plane. On the inhalation, the fingers turn in, the palms reach up, and on the exhalation, we're here. Okay. There's just going to be one change. We're going to have both palms turn away from each other. So we'll do the first couple ones slow. Don't worry about it. On the inhalation, one arm is coming up. The palm presses up and the other palm presses down. So the fingers face in. And we're actually going to take a side bend. You're reaching out, really pushing through the upper palm, and the bottom palm is pushing down towards the floor in the opposite direction. So this is going to give you the biggest opening that we've had yet, and the side seam. And when you do this on the right side, you're really stretching your liver. Take a few breaths here. And then on the inhalation, you're going to tumble the hands in slow motion until the palms face up. On the next exhalation, we're going to lift the other hand up, push the lower palm down, and reach out, giving a big stretch. And just take a few moments, make sure the bottom hand pushes across the body. Both heels of the hands are pressing away. Breathe, relax. So this is the exhalation. Now on the inhalation, we're going to bring the palms facing both rib cage areas of the liver. And then on the exhalation, we're starting to press the palms away and reach. On the inhalation, we're returning back, hands in front of the lower ribs. Exhale, we're pressing the sky and the earth on an angle. Inhale, knees can be soft when we inhale. You can stretch the knees a little bit when you exhale. Inhale, inhale, the palms face those rib liver places. Exhale, you stretch the side. So when we stretch out one side, the other side is getting a little bit contracted. So in this way, we're massaging all of our organs, but in particular, we're giving some extra love to our liver, and we can do that through our visualization. So every time you bend over to your right, you're giving your liver a squeeze. You're gathering more energy on the inhalation. And every time you bend over to the left, you're giving your liver a nice stretch. Let's do a couple with the sound, which will start to slow us down. Inhale here. Remember, shh, shh. Move at the pace right for you. Shh. Remember, the shush sound is a soothing. It's like you're helping your liver rest. Let's do one more. And if you feel you need one more, I sometimes lose count, so forgive me. You can do one more. And then pause, just feeling the energy. The hands are cupped, the elbows are lifted, and your hands are in front of the liver points that we talked about earlier. Just stand here, feel like a plant rooted quietly in the ground. Energy from the earth coming up through you. You're growing and sprouting beautiful, fresh green. You're smiling. Breathe in and out of the upper abdomen, the lower belly, the back. Bring some awareness to the channels along the inner thighs, along the lower legs, tops of the feet between the big toe and second toe. And gently bring everything together. Fold the hands over the lower belly. We're going to come into a finish now. Feel the feet connecting to the ground, the crown of the head suspended from the heavens, that beautiful sense of growth inside you, effortless. You're just riding the natural wave of energy. You're smiling. Today in particular, we're smiling into our beautiful liver to give it some appreciation, some gratitude, and some extra support. See if you feel a little bit more peaceful. I hope you do. And allow yourself to feel the soft movement of a light breeze, a beautiful spring breeze. Just moving through you, sunshine shining on you. Maybe today you'll have an opportunity to stand by a window and feel some beams of sun coming on you, or stand outside near some plants. You can breathe with a tree, look at where the green shoots are coming up, and take in. Green is also the color that feeds the liver, so gaze at some green, visualize some green. Breathe with a tree, hug a tree. And with this, allow your body to come to a natural, quiet, rooted and suspended place. It's an effortless plumb line of ease, of vertical alignment and connection with your inner knowing, your inner calm, and your deep, relaxed, nourishing breath. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I wish you all an absolutely beautiful day with lots of green, happy livers, and until the next time.